All right, the jury is seated and opening statements are set to begin tomorrow in the Tupac Shakur murder trial. Almost 30 years after the rap legend was shot and killed in Las Vegas, Duane Keffe D. Davis is accused of orchestrating the killing in an act of revenge. Davis is the only person ever charged in connection with Shakur's killing, but he says he's innocent. CNN's Nick Watt has more.
Hey, Keith, Metro Police, come over here.
Keffe D was arrested 3 years ago.
So what they got you for, man?
Man. Biggest case in Las Vegas history.
Oh, yeah?
The shooting, the killing of Tupac Shakur at a stoplight in Vegas late one night after a Mike Tyson fight nearly 30 years ago. Here's what prosecutors will argue, detailed by a homicide detective just after Duane Davis, Keffe D's, arrest.
As we all know, Tupac Shakur was an artist who was signed with Death Row Records. And that Death Row Records and its CEO, Marion Suge Knight, were closely affiliated with the Mob Piru criminal street gangs, and that they had an ongoing feud with the Southside Compton Crips. Duane Davis was the leader and shot caller of the Southside Compton Crips.
Members of both gangs were, say police, at the Tyson fight in the MGM Grand that night, and afterwards, in the lobby, Tupac, Knight, and others spotted Keffe D's nephew, Orlando Anderson, and beat him up.
Duane Davis began to devise a plan to obtain a firearm and retaliate against Suge Knight and Mr. Shakur.
Anderson, his uncle Keffe D, and two other men allegedly got into a white Cadillac and followed Knight and Tupac, who were in a black BMW en route to a club. Unclear exactly who pulled the trigger. Some have said it was Anderson. Keffe D is the only man who was in that white Cadillac who is still alive. He's now 63. He was, they say, the shot caller, and under Nevada law, he can still be charged with murder.
Within the first few months of the investigation, our detectives knew most of the information I just briefed you on. However, we never had the necessary evidence to bring this case forward.
His own words, say investigators, were Keffe D's undoing.
Specifically, Duane Davis's own admissions to his involvement in this homicide investigation that he provided to numerous different media outlets.
Them jumping on my nephew gave us the ultimate green light to do something to their And in the documentary Murder Rap Inside the Biggie and Tupac Murders, Keffe D describes the moment he says he handed Anderson, whom he calls Lane, a gun while riding in that Cadillac.
I gave it to Dre, and Dre was like, no. And Lane's like, you, Pop, dude.
But in July, Keffe D denied being involved in the killing, telling a Las Vegas news station he wasn't even in Nevada when Tupac was shot.
I ain't worried about it. I ain't getting so.
Well, I mean, that's what court's for, right?
So it's Keffe D's own words that landed him in court. Here's how that happened. Back in 2008, he struck a deal with law enforcement. He told them about narcotics and gang issues. He was up on some charges at the time. And he also told them that that night that Tupac was shot, he, Keffe D, got the gun, had it in the front seat of the car, passed it into the back seat, and Tupac was shot. Now, the deal was that those words could not be used against him. That was the quid pro quo. Then, in 2019, he wrote the book and he started talking about it. So investigators said, well, the deal's off. If he's talking about it, we're going to use those words from 2008 against him. And that is what's happening. The trial is expected to last 4 to 5 weeks. Nick Watt, CNN, Los Angeles.
All right, Nick Watt, thanks so much. Joining me right now to discuss further is criminal defense attorney Elyse Hershon. Elyse, great to see you. I mean, the case is going to trial 30 years after Tupac was killed. What are some of the challenges in this kind of delay in prosecuting a case, in your view?
Thank you for having me back on your show. So the challenge for this is that a lot of people are no longer here. So as we heard in the spot leading up to this, Davis is the only one that is still alive that was in that car. So 3 of the 4 people, including who's alleged to have actually pulled the trigger on Tupac, are not alive. So that's part of the challenge here for the prosecution, but also to the benefit of the defense. The less eyewitnesses for Davis, for any defendant, the better.
And so the prosecution is really, hoping to rely on Davis's own words in order to secure this conviction, right? I want you to take a listen, to what Davis said back in 2019.
He's hanging out the window like he was in a parade.
Tupac.
Yeah, he was.
So what happens next?
And we just came, and I ain't gonna go into the details like that, you know what I'm saying? But, you got it in a book.
And then, despite what the book says, Davis then tries to distance himself from the book. Listen.
Do you regret the book and the interview?
Yeah, I was just after the money, and they said I was covered. I did it for the money.
Did anyone close to you say, not a good idea?
That was the ghostwriters. I didn't write that book. You know what I'm saying? I don't know nothing about no Winston Churchill, Frank Sinatra. Just read the book. You know I didn't write that book.
So he's essentially too saying, there was some embellishment in order to, live up to, the compensation for getting the book. So then will this be a challenge for the defense, or do you see this even a challenge for the prosecution to try to assert that, no, he's culpable?
I think it's a challenge for both sides, but the prosecution obviously has the burden of proof in any criminal case beyond a reasonable doubt, and they're going to have a challenge here, right? So a case is, usually it could be a he said, she said. This is literally just a he said, and the prosecution's going to say, he said it, believe him. So the prosecution is going to have to further corroborate what he said with other pieces of evidence, whether he told other people from the search of his house. Did they recruit? Did they have any computer forensics, like handwritten notes, something equivalent to a diary entry that could show that he actually did do these things, as opposed to just did this for entertainment value for a book? So they will have a challenge there.
All right. Elyse Hershon, glad to have you back. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, you can watch special coverage of the Tupac Shakur murder trial on CNN All Access beginning tomorrow with opening statements. Just go to cnn.com/watch.